It's probably been about 8 or 9 years, maybe even 10 since we've done it springtime on the Columbia. The beauty of this time of year, big fish moving all through the system. We got fish moving in up from Lake Roosevelt. We've got a bunch of fish moving through the system, starting to feed. Water temperatures are ideal. They're around 44 to 45 degrees. The fish start cranking, and that gets the hatch moving. So it's springtime on the Columbia today as we take you sport fishing on the fly. Sport Fishing on the Fly is brought to you in part by the Frog Boat, inspired by nature, ingenious by design. Able, the reel for the record books. The Freshwater Fishery Society of BC, making fishing in BC even better. And Arctic Adventures, providing memorable fishing experiences since 1969. Look at this guy. These are the little guys that come up. Whoa! Very nice. A good. Oh, and he's off. And those are good starter fish. You know, we're in one of our favorite holes, and this is a technique Dale again came up with last year, and we'd used it before. We were actually casting woolly buggers, different types. Of course, I have the Bulldog on. You know, it's a fantastic pattern. I got to make sure I get a close up for the fans because everybody wants to see the fly real close. It's the Bulldog, and we're casting it in 60-foot holes. There's all these different seams out here. All the fish are moving up. They're feeding on anywhere from small tricos that are coming off, the small mayflies, to the bigger hexes that'll come off a little later. And you cast these big buggers out, and you're getting the fish as they're up. So we'll probably catch a few in that 2 to 3 pound range, and then later on we'll hit some of the runs and get some of the big boys, potentially up to 10 pounds. So it's a good start. I got to get on the electric motor here. I got to keep Dale in position or he'll get mad at me. Whoa, we chased it. Oh yeah, nice one. Oh, nice chrome bullet. Oh, and he was chasing it for quite a while. Geez, that was good. They were playing, you know, again, we're fishing real deep hole, like 60-foot hole, and these fish come up just to feed. But to be able to get them on big strip patterns is fantastic because you don't have to get down with the smaller, you know, nymphs that we'll do a little bit later. There he is there. He's a nice, whoa. Nice fish. And the thing is, we're casting pretty heavy lines. So we're casting deep 7 lines, real fast sinks. And that keeps you down, you know, a couple of feet in that current, which is quite nice. That's where you want to be. And again, these guys right now, you know, little chrome bullets. You can see them there. I'm just going to let them unbutton, but you see where he took the bugger. Oh,
fish on.
Whoa. This one unbuttoned. There he goes. That's the beauty of barbless sucks.
I got one over here too. Another little. Yeah,
Dale's got a fish on. Double header. Oh.
And off he goes.
Looks like they're little guys up right now.
Yeah, smaller than we normally get.
Yeah, but we've been out here 10 minutes and we've already hooked 4 fish. So what the plan today is, how we tackle it, is we've got the big boat today. It's really nice to hit all the different holes with the big boat and the runs. So what we'll do is start out in some of these holes that we have on the upper part of the river, the stretch between Castlegar and Trail. And then what we like to do is, below Trail is more of the run water. There's a lot more runs, a little bit shallower water. And then we'll hit the runs a little bit later when the weather warms up a bit, water probably warms a bit, and get those big fish active. But right now, we'll hit these bigger holes and try to get a whole bunch with the buggers. And then what we'll even do is later on, change our fly rods over to the indicators. So we actually use indicators with small nymphs. And we've done shows on the Columbia on that before, and we'll show some of that. But right now, it's just big woolly buggers in these deep holes. A lot of fun. Well, we got a major blow coming up the river now. They're calling for, 15 to 20K winds this afternoon. And we just got out here. We didn't expect them this early. But what happens is the wind changes the hydraulics so much, like that top layer of water, and stirs it up. You don't get the right flows mixing together. Plus the hatches slow down. The fish don't come up in these big holes. So what we're gonna do is go and target them in the runs. So I think what we'll do is head downstream, and probably the next section we'll show you is how we fish the runs. And I'll try to work the electric motor and let Dale work the run and see if we can swing for some big boys in there. And again, same setup. Full sink line, bulldog, catch a bunch of fish. Well, we're down on the next run, and we have very, very gusty conditions. Really calm right now, but here comes another big gust. It's going to blow the boat all over the place. A little tougher to control with the electric motor, but got to make it work. Whoa! Oh, nice. That was great, Ariel. But I'm trying to bring the fish in and keep us offshore here because the wind's up so bad. There he is. There. It's a beautiful one. Boy, he hit hard. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, yeah. Okay, I got the net. You can hold them up. He's a nice one, eh?
Yeah.
Not the big guys yet, but nice size.
Nice size, nice and chrome.
Oh yeah, 20-inch or so. Oh,
There you go.
Beautiful. Geez, you know what? That's crazy. It's being good. You better check your bulldog.
I
Dale,
know.
we're out here last weekend, and every cast you're just bang, ba-bang, ba-bang, and now it's with this wind. They're like in the little bulldog. I got the size 8 on, and you've got the size 6.
I may have to have a talk with the little bulldog.
You might have to have a talk with your fly.
He's going back in the box unless he shapes up right away here.
Yeah, right on. Oh, it's good. Well, you know what? We expect some bigger fish down here too, and we've only been out here for how long? About an hour.
Yeah, an hour.
And we're just getting into the runs, and that was our mid-size. That 2 to 3 pound range. And we've lost a couple in the 4 pound range, but we expect those big boys, right? Then
Well, we're hoping.
And you hooked that beautiful dolly last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about
like
a 4 pound, 4 or 5 pound
4 or
dolly.
5 pound dolly, yeah.
So I'm hoping to get those a little bit later when we get down the run.
Well,
This
maybe
wind
with
has
the bigger,
to die.
the wind is brutal.
Oh, it's brutal.
Brutal.
We're going ashore. I
Yeah,
gotta
we're
pull
going
this out
ashore.
again. Whoa. Oh, he's coming back at me hard. Oh, man. And what we did is we had to anchor because this wind was just being crazy. So we anchored in the hole. We're probably in 30 feet of water fishing to, 10 feet. Oh, and look at this one. This one's a gorgeous fish. Yeah, colors on them. Oh, they're just beautiful this time of year. Wow. Look at them down there. That's just unreal. Another nice one. Wow, look at that. That's a dandy. Oh.
Yeah, about the same as the last one.
Same as the last one, yeah. They're just, that 20-inch size feeding right now.
No.
It's a good fish. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, nice one. Oh,
Yeah.
just kind of eely too, like spawner. Maybe
Yeah.
just post spawn.
Looks
Beautiful,
like it.
just feeding up, yeah. There he goes. Wow. Well, that's good. We've had all the little chrome bullets so far. That guy looked like he was post spawn.
Yeah.
Which you're gonna get. in
Oh,
all these
'cause there's a
different
creek
areas,
here,
right?
too,
Creek
yeah.
and stuff in the big hole. Some of these big guys come back to feed. Well, what the heck? So, I think we got a little tip on that one, right?
Yeah.
This is a size smaller than yours.
Size smaller.
One size smaller, and they're whacking this. And yet your big bulldog, last week they were all over it. That's all they would hit is the bigger bulldog, so a size 6. Now today it's a size 8.
8. Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah, same colors and everything,
Exactly.
but that's
Just
one little size.
One size. Yours is about that much longer, and
Yeah.
they're on this little guy.
Oh well.
So you may have to have a talking
I
with
may
your
have to
bulldog.
retire Bulldog Bob to the box.
The big boy. I'm going to get another one.
Oh, that's a big
nice one.
fish.
And I want everybody to notice, look at where we're fishing. See the tail out? That's where the fish sit. Just like we're fishing a, steelhead and that, we like to fish the tail outs.
Figured there had to be a big toad back there. This guy feels heavy.
Well, tail outs are great zones. And what I mean by tail out, as you can see, we're in a deeper hole. Like right now, I'm anchored in about 15 feet of water. It's a 30-foot hole. And it compresses up onto a shallow area. So that area we're fishing back there is about 6-7 feet right on that compression zone. The fish just sit right on that ridge and wait for food, all in that tail out. So what we're doing right this time of year, fish stack up in the tail out. So we're fishing, swinging big buggers.
Oh,
right
here he
through
is.
the tail outs.
That's a good fish, yeah.
Boy, he's nice, eh?
Oh,
He looks nice. Yeah, one of the big boys. Oh yeah, gorgeous fish. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow. And he told, there, bugger's out. Again, the bigger bulldog.
A big bulldog, yeah.
Look at that. Wow. This one's a nice one.
Oh, you want me to hold
you
the
hold
net?
the net?
I got the net.
Grab the net. Oh, there he is there. Look at that. That is just gorgeous colors. Look at how beautiful that is. Ah, just this time of year, look at how thick they are too. Just nice fish. There, let him go. Ooh, it's cold. There he goes. A good scrappy fish. Yeah. He took the big bulldog.
Big bulldog Bob. He didn't have to go back to the bottom.
Well, you know, we got the tail out, so we've got right from in there all the way through this whole tail out, like right from out here all the way down. There's probably 20 to 30 fish stacked there for sure. Little guys sit in a little deeper water, and the big guys get all the food coming up on the ridge.
That's right. That's a good tip because the compression, they don't have to work very hard. They can sit just on that compression on the tail out. That's why you catch so many big fish, even like steelheading.
Yeah.
That tail out is a great spot to fish.
And people ignore it. Like they'll hit the main
they see
hole.
the
I see
main or
guys
the
out
head,
here with their bobs bobbing around, doing everything out in the main hole. Where are you getting the little guys feeding? Hit those tail outs. There's a good tip. That's where the big boys hang.
Lots of food, less
Get
effort.
big boy
right?
Bob out there again. Big
boy
bulldog Bob. That's a big one. We're good. There we go.
Oh,
Got him.
you got him.
Oh, that's a good one. Whoa. Whoa, look at him back there.
Get over it.
Oh, another nice one. Oh, and he's off.
Oh, crossover. We got the
And
live
you know what?
cut.
There's going to
there's-
be tons of fish back there.
There's a
stacked.
lot of
You know,
fish back in
If I
that.
was smart, I'd change my hook. I've already, here's
Yeah,
a
how
tip.
many have you lost?
I've lost a ton, and why is because I bent this hook out earlier on a bigger fish. Look at it, it's still kind of bent open. So if I was really smart, I'd take it off, put a new one on, but I'm not. So I'll just keep trying it. I like
Watch
it.
the
You know,
lines there.
oh, I
We're
know.
done.
Look at us now. We're gonna.
Oh, get mine out.
It's the
I'll
only
get
way we
mine
get a
out.
good drift, though. We both have to be at the back of the boat. And what we're doing, just casting straight across, so down and across. So we're casting straight out into the big flow, you know, into
Then
that 12
swing
feet,
into the
15
back,
feet of water. And we're just letting it swing through where the fish are. And you cover all that water, so that whole area behind us is shallow. And we're just swinging it back through. Oh, you're letting yours hang, eh? I like to have a little retrieve on.
Mine is, well, I want to get it straight back first.
It's just the perfect flow right there. There's a piece of oh, there you go. Oh, that guy hit hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a chromer, maybe a little lethargic.
Maybe,
Might have been spawned out, that guy.
Could be, because they're in here.
Is it a whitefish?
It's near a creek, right? Whitefish.
Hey, could it be a whistler?
Oh,
Oh no, it's a nice one.
yeah. I'll just unbutton them.
Oh yeah.
They look
Yeah,
like
not a huge guy, but a nice size.
There he goes.
Nice. Gotta get one of those big chrome guys. Like I had on there. That last one was big and just flashy. Well, we have a little lull in the action, and we're just waiting for this wind to die, if it ever will. Let's go to the bench, tie up a really good early season pattern. You know, we use a variety of woolly buggers, and this is just a different modification on one of our favorites, the Columbia River bugger and the bulldog. So let's go to the bench, tie you one of those up. As we do year in and year out is test new patterns, and this new pattern is called Don's Bi-Hackle Bugger. What we've done is combine some UV materials with some non-UV materials, and it turned out to be very effective in our local streams and rivers. So make sure you have these ingredients ready before you tie the fly. For the hook, we use a size 10 4x long streamer, some 6/0 black thread to tie with, some black Marabou for the tail, some UV2 white Grizzly hackle for the rear collar, some medium gold chenille for the body, some orange saddle hackle as the hackle, some copper wire small for the rib, and some UV2 white Grizzly hackle for the head. To start the fly off, I've tied on my thread and formed a bit of a base layer. Taken a couple of Marabou tips, Marabou feathers. I'm going to measure them up about the length of the hook and go back and tie them in for the tail. And again, when you tie in the tail, make sure you tie it in right at the rear of the hook and go behind and up and go behind again and up on the tail, and that will secure it in place and it won't fold down on you. Now the tail's tied in, I've taken one of my white hackles, one of my Grizzly hackles. I'm going to tie it in by the tip, right behind where I put the tail in, and just wrap it over and make sure it's secure. Bring my thread forward slightly, and then I'm going to take just like 2 or 3 wraps. And this is just going to form a back collar on the fly to go with the tail. And it's UV in color, so it's going to really shine on the back of that fly. And then tie off. Now that the back collar is tied in and off the back, I'm going to take some of my small copper wire and wrap it in, and this will be used to rib over the hackle a little bit later. Now I'll take some medium gold chenille, and I've picked off a little bit of that chenille just to make sure the body doesn't get too bulky where I'm tying it in. So I'll wrap that in, and this will form the body a little bit later, so we'll keep that off the back of the hook. Now I'm going to take one of my orange hackles, again tied in by the tip, right at the rear of the hook. Make sure it's tied in good. And then what we're going to do is bring our thread forward, right up towards the eyelet, and we'll start wrapping in our chenille to form the body. Now that I have the body tied in, I'm going to take my hackle that I had sitting off the back of the hook, and I'm going to take, on average, 4 to 5 wraps up the body to form the hackle. And then once I get near the head, I'm going to leave a little room behind that eyelet. I'm going to take about 3 or 4 spins just to build up a little bit of a head there with this hackle, and tie it off. Now the hackle's tied in, I want to bring the wire opposite way, so opposite way that I actually spun the hackle in. We'll just wrap the wire over. It forms a rim on the body and actually helps hold the hackle in place. And again, take that wire right up to where you found the hackle, tie it off right at the rear of the hackle there. Now that everything's tied in for the body, I've got a little bit of room left at the head, and what I'm going to do is pull all this hackle back, wrap my thread over it, and just form a little bit of a black head on the fly in preparation for tying in this final hackle. Now to finish the fly off, I've taken another one of my white Grizzly hackles, and I'm going to tie it in by the tip, right at the eyelet, right behind it. So wrap back a little bit to give yourself some room, wrap the thread forward, and then take, again, about 3 or 4 wraps to form a nice head on the fly. Now that the front hackle's tied in, I'm going to pull this material back and form a bit of a black head up there on the very top of the fly, the very head of it. And take my whip finisher and whip finish, and probably apply some head cement sometimes I don't, but as long as you get a good whip finish on the fly, it's usually good. So there you can see how well that fly shows up in the UV. And what sets this fly apart is the fish can see it in both the UV and the visible spectrums. The head shaker. Oh. Even in this wind, we're able to still get them home. Whoa, man, oh man. This is just crazy conditions. Oh, that's a nice guy. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Big, big fish. Look at how chrome that guy. He's just gorgeous fish. Oh, there's the bulldog. Oh. Tough, right? Gee, right.
Right in the snout.
Oh. Right in the snout. I can't grab him. Okay. He could go right away because he's got a small tail.
He's gonna for sure.
Oh yeah.
And the big wind and the...
Okay, there he is.
Yeah, look at a little fat
guy.
Fat
yeah, just
chromer.
real nice little chromer. Oh yeah.
fat chromer.
But you know, when you're getting 20-inch, 18-inch fish steady, it's really nice. We haven't even hit the good part of the hole, so look at this wind.
Oh, well, we're up. That's the river down.
Yeah,
and
I
the
know.
boat, we're against the current, the flow of the Columbia, and the boat's the other way.
This is crazy. We've had to anchor. You know, normally we use the electric motor. We're able to jockey in position. But again, this run here goes right up into a beautiful tail out, and that's where we're hooking, you know, 5-6 pound fish steady.
But we're way up from the tail
so
out.
we're gonna have to re-anchor. We're gonna have to adjust.
It's
so frustrating.
Makes me feel like I'm back in Alberta.
Yeah, fishing shouldn't be this frustrating. Well, we're back at dock. It was actually a good day of fishing today. It's just the wind was brutal.
Lots of wind. We're not used to it here like that. You know, some of the rivers we fished have been pretty windy, but the Columbia, usually we go out, it's nice and calm. And
and now look at it. Now we come in. It's about 4:35. The winds have died right off, but no fish. We couldn't get a bite in the last half an hour.
Fish died off too with the wind. I don't know. Maybe they got used to that.
And I lost my lucky bugger. I had the one bugger I used all day. Of course, I couldn't land a fish, but I was able to hook quite a few. Thanks for coming along. We always have a good time.
Oh yeah, it's always a good time. Anyway.
Always catch a few fish. Anyway, when you're out here, take care. In some real waters, and we'll see you next time when we take you sport fishing on the fly. To watch all our latest Sport Fishing on the Fly episodes and to order Sport Fishing on the Fly merchandise, head to www.sfotf.ca. And if you would like to book an adventure like this one shown, head to ontheflyadventures.ca and book yourself the trip of a lifetime.